Greetings and welcome. Come with me to do the Jujutsu Kaisen Family Mart stamp rally. So during my trip to Japan last January, there was an ongoing collaboration between JJK and Family Mart, wherein 3 Family Mart stores were wrapped with different designs from the show as means to promote Season 3. During this collaboration, fans can also do a stamp rally. This is what the stamp card looks like. Again, there are 3 locations: the Ginza Kobikicho-dori store, the Shibuya Koen-dori store, and the Higashi-Ikebukuro Seiko building store. Each store will provide a specific stamp, and for this collaboration, once you complete the 3 stamps, you can also get a special stamp. But this will depend on where you get your last stamp or complete your stamp card. Yuji is my favorite JJK character, so I definitely wanted to end at the Ikebukuro branch. I also heard that you could get a special postcard when you complete the rally. But since I was starting so late into the promo, I wasn't expecting to get one. Nonetheless, let's get into it. We're starting off at the Ginza store, which was a JJK Zero collab. Coincidentally, before I learned of the stamp rally, we already booked a hotel in Ginza, and I found out after that we were so near the Ginza branch. Perfect for my strategy to go to Ikebukuro last to get the special Yuji stamp. I guess the anime gods were on my side. Anyway, this Family Mart was quite small, but it was still properly decked out with images of a young Yuta, Gojo with his white eye bandage, and Geto in his Buddhist monk robes. I was really impressed with the quality of the print on the actual store structures. They also decked out the pillars inside, and they even had a poster of Inumaki over the rice ball section, which was so cute. I didn't really see any JJK related food or merch, but again, I was doing this late, so I'm assuming most of it was out of stock anyway. But I did see online you could either get this chocolate snack or what I'm assuming is a wafer cookie. But it's fine. The real agenda was of course to print out the stamp card. This was a little bit challenging, and I was quite nervous because I don't know how to read kanji. I was really just relying on the images and videos I watched online about this stamp rally. I highly recommend Otaku in Tokyo's channel. They're always so informative about anime tourism in Japan. I just followed what they showed in their vlog. But of course, it's not always the same exact experience, so I did have a couple of fumbles here and there. But eventually, I figured it out and I was able to get it to print. I was also so obsessed with making sure I get a receipt because I'm a type A girly who needed to track her finances. After a couple of minutes, I finally got the stamp card. And I did get my receipt. This is what it looks like freshly printed. Then I headed over to where the stamp was, which is a Yuta-themed stamp, and the design was his signature sword. I really wanted to make sure the stamp was centered, but oh my goodness, it was much more challenging than I expected. I was actually quite nervous, probably because I wanted to do a good job and press it on nicely. But unfortunately, it wasn't centered. I tried not to let it bother me since we still have a long day ahead of us. Alright, Ginza store check, Yuta stamp check. Next we went to Shibuya, which had a winter-themed collab. This is my favorite out of the 3 locations, mainly because it featured Nanami, who is really my ultimate favorite JJK character. But also in general, I just liked the vibe. I thought the design worked seamlessly with the store's architecture. For this store, they didn't have pillars inside, so most of the design was outside. They did, however, have Inumaki over the rice ball section again, but with his latest character design. This branch has the Megumi-themed stamp, which was of his hand signal for the divine dogs. Again, it was really hard making sure the stamp was centered, and oh no, I was way off. Nothing I can do but laugh it off and head to our next Family Mart location. For our last stop, we went to Ikebukuro, which had the Culling Game collab. It was a bit harder to film the outside because of the building structure, but I did manage to get a cute video of the Yuji plush that I brought with me. I did also have my Nanami plush with me, and I did get cute pics back in Shibuya. This branch had pillars inside and was decked out with the 5 characters highlighted for season 3. But again, I didn't see or notice any of the snacks to purchase. So I headed to get the last and final step, which was Yuji themed, and the design was of the infamous Sukuna tongue. Since he is my favorite character, I was hoping to get this stamp more centered, and by some miracle, it was near perfect. I was so happy. Now my card is finally complete, so I headed to the counter to get the special Yuji stamp. Like I expected, the cashier told me the special postcard was out of stock already. But nonetheless, I was still happy, and this was such a fun thing to do. Since we were already in Ikebukuro, I also wanted to check out a couple of other JJK events in the area, one of which was supposed to be at the Animate Cafe stand. However, I apparently got the date wrong. I thought it was until February. I also wanted to do the JJK Karate collab at the Animate Ikebukuro branch, but that also wasn't until February. We still went to Animate because it was part of our itinerary in general, and lucky for me, it was decked out with images from the Culling Game movie / season 3, but I think they were actually promoting a DVD box set of season 1 and 2, or maybe even of JJK 0. Honestly, I'm just so happy to see more of JJK. Even after my stamp rally day, I still saw other JJK promotions all over Tokyo. Like this one time when we went down a subway station, I randomly saw this JJK Shinkansen collaboration. It was pure coincidence. I gasped so loud when I saw the decals on the brick walls. Moreover, there was a family mart attached to our hotel, and I was so surprised they also had a mini JJK collab ongoing. I didn't understand the mechanics, but the store clerk was so nice and explained I just needed to purchase some candies and chocolates to be able to get a clear folder, which of course I did. Here are the folders that I got. Like I said, I didn't really understand the mechanics, but the convenience store clerk was so nice despite the language barrier. So really, I was just following the number of candies that she told me to buy, and I just followed the number of folders she told me to choose from. So she told me I could pick out 3 folders. So these are the 3 folders that I got out of, I would say, about like 6 folders that were available. So this is how I saw them, or this is how she kind of like fanned the pile out in front of me. I was really disappointed that Yuji wasn't among the choices, so I got Choso, and then I got Megumi, and I got this like group folder. But then I realized only after I completed the purchase and whatnot that this was actually the back of the folder, and I luckily got Yuji. Thank God it was Yuji. Lesson learned, be careful and check properly. So yeah, this is actually the back of the folder. As you can tell, it's pretty high quality. But yeah, so really the back cover is the main highlight boys. And the front you get a specific character. So Yuji is orange, and then we have Megumi in his usual teal color scheme. Pretty high quality, although there are some dents here and there, I suppose, from people like just touching them and whatnot. But this is the back of the Megumi folder, so it's a different design, it's full body, and as you can see, like they have their signature like symbol above them, so that's pretty cool. And last one is Choso. So Choso was the really one that I saw from the display, and I quickly grabbed it, even if like it has like a little dent over here, but that's totally fine. I mean, what do I expect? It's still like quality at the very least in terms of like a material. Here's the back part of the Choso folder. I think this is actually my favorite. But maybe I'm just biased because Yuji is really in the middle and very large in scale compared to the other characters. But I think the layout is pretty good. So yeah, these are the folders, and I'm so excited to use them. I'll probably use the Choso one the most.
given that it already has a dent anyway. So I wouldn't be too worried of damaging it. Overall, I'm pretty happy, and it's really nice and it's really cool that they have this kind of collaboration with the show. And despite it just like being, you know, a convenience store reward or goodie, it's still pretty much of quality. So here's a proper look at my stamp card, forever memorializing my inability to center the stamps. Although in fairness, I did a pretty good job with the Yuji one, which matters the most since he is my favorite character. But definitely the Megumi one is too off-centered. The Yuta one, I can forgive myself since it was the very first stamp.
I did still go to other JJK events while in Tokyo, so subscribe if you want to watch my next JJK video. Alright, that was really fun, and I hope I get to do more of these in the future. In the meantime, thank you for watching and farewell.